do this real quick again. So starting because we started uh, the 30 days idea, and so for the I don't know what to do. We'll see. We'll copy them. We'll just add it as trade 1, 2, 3 because this week I started the 30 trade TPSL based on Mr. David Paul's idea. And if you can do 30 trades in a row and follow your rules consistently, you're more likely to gain from it. So before the end of the day, we're looking at this. This is very yes. So that's like very strange. So we had expansion OB closed below the OBM, a week below it. For some reasons, it changed. If I watched the previous video, then we had this went above it. Type 2. I don't think this trade, I don't know if it won or not. And we don't need this. It lost, yeah, it will have lost. But what I realized was that I cancelled it because if you look at that, so the low is 975 and this is 976, so it didn't close below. So it didn't close below this OB, so this was not valid. I need to turn this on. I still don't know how to do the reversal, but that's something else. So actually, this was not a valid trade, so we'll delete this and reset. And then we'll go to 27 Monday, and this is 30th. I traded this, and then I started my 30 days challenge, 30 trades challenge, but it had to be cancelled because I'm not sure why. So let's start from G. This was Sunday, Monday, so this is Monday. What were we seeing overnight? So as at here, we didn't touch this, we didn't touch this. We came back down here, but this was happening on top, so this was happening like painful loss. Painful loss because you should have lost then closed again, but I've never been able to take this. Well, at least then I didn't take it again on Thursday last week. It would have just been, why did I have 2 entries? I doubt I will want to take it. For CST, oh yeah, like okay, just a single loss. Once this loses, that's all. For CST, 2 losses, yeah. Okay, so coming on, this is Friday, so this, all right, this is a previous trade. We are allowed to take this. So a previous trade that went into this. Oh no, this was not an OB. Oh wow, can you look at that? This missed it. So okay, this is OB for this CST, and on Monday, because I was going out, I couldn't take this trade while this was going on. I think I just set the limit while this was going on and left to target this, but I don't think it would have picked in time. So it won. So what you did not notice was that this candle, if you go to the 15 minutes, you see it peaked on it. So why I set my trade while this was going on, it peaked up before the end of this candle and closed. So when you see the hourly candle, it looks like this, but inside this hour candle, drop back to the 15 minutes. This last 30 minutes of the hour candle dropped back as I picked the trade entry and went back up and closed here. So it was deceiving. So we had one, and then my friend was like, no, don't add it. It's 30 rules. The rule says it should be there. But this was also the thing I was trying to tell him, which was true. So that would have been where it is that This is one expansion that comes, and when this happens, this is not a type 2. This, if it goes up, digs into it, like comes so close here, comes back again. Where is it going? It's eating this guy, the 2 bar. This is this, at least after this is telling me like the Erica's was telling me, but sometimes this trade it's not going to go deeper. So it's like buy, this is it, that is it, and stop will be here. And I don't know, there's something else I noticed this week about, like, I became more fearful. I started looking too much, of course, because maybe a loss, but that also means that because when I have things like this, no bottom week, a part of me is so tempted to drag it here. But yes, that is nice, but for me, so this should be enough. Oh yeah. No bottom week, okay, it can weaken to this, but it's rejecting this. Okay, no FUG, you don't want to put your stop into FUG. There's an FUG here, then this is the next best thing. That's all. If it gives, of course, it doesn't. And it wins, actually. So, a part of me wants to put it there because I know that closing above this, digging here, a part of me might move it here or something, or rationalize, but this is the trade, actually. So, no entry. And go to this. Technically, no entry. There's nothing I can do about it. So. Also, because I didn't do that in real time, so I just have to accept. So it was Friday, noted special. We started, yeah, Euro was more nicer. This happened because it got enforced. This was, it started here, came back. This is 50% because this is a week. I'm not sure if it go down. And got in here. My stop is not there. FEG. FEG. This stop is there. TP was long. I'm surprised that this is a 2.87. And why didn't I capture it all? 1 minute, I'm just quickly looking through my journal to see where I put the, to see why there's a disconnect. Why it is 1.7. It is 1.7. Why did I put it here? But even with that, come on. Do you guys know what I did? I put it here. That's just sad. That's just fair. I understand maybe because this was operating inside here, but this is that this should hold this because there's an FEG here too, and that's what's sad because this should be like a 2 point, but I've seen this, so but this is what I'm trying to say. Like Gandalf is the difficulty here. I think there's a little FEG inside there. If there's an FEG inside there, then I would accept that. Maybe that's what I saw. Okay, there's an FEG inside there. So a part of me, I thought about this. Okay, fair enough. Crazy, but fair enough. Because this is great. However, of course, it should have stressed me out because also Barnabas was trying to buy this. This is nicer, 2.6 hard. But I understand if this FEG was not there, this is the trade. But this makes sense, 1.79. And we have this second type too. I would have added a second position because type 2s now I'm only going for the ones with OB on the 1 hour. So if this had happened at OBCSD, then I would buy, excuse me. So it won on the same day. It was glorious. It's really tough. You think you think you can hold a trade. I'll show you what is happening on the trade. So yeah. Oh my god, it's 10 minutes. Wow. We have to move faster. It's a type 2. And also I learned a lesson with AUD that I've seen yet that makes sense, and I'll show you. So in this instance we have type 2. I played an AUD whereby I used this. So like maybe that okay, it works because I remember that I had an AUD whereby I had one type 2, one type 2, but in this instance the difference was like even though this was an OB, this type 2 is confirming both. So I had an AUD whereby there was a type 2, and then there was an OB, but only one type 2 was confirmed. I was a little bit stressed. It lost, but it is what it is, and it's currently in drawdown the other type 2. So okay, who knows? But this is valid. And we go back a little. We come back here. This was AUD. So we have this. This was this. This was an old one. We cannot use it anymore. So all right, confirm from previous time. Nothing. No tuba. No DM. Started there. This ended there. Okay for us to show something there. I think there was no other trade. Okay. OB CST that and let us no nothing. So no trade. UEJ I think this just ran up. It's just so painful because I was thinking even years like if there had been something that it had gone further down than to be the previous trade, but this just ran. There was no more trade to it was just painful. Yeah. And then UCAD was crazy this week. So this was happening because I remember seeing the CSD that happened. It's already happened the next day. So for us to consider this will have to have done this, and then we sell back in. But it just died. So and there was nothing special. Type 2, okay, there was this, but this needed to confirm. So if we delete this, type 2 confirm, type 1 either okay, type 2. So either come back here, come back, and then this, or type OB, come back, CSTD OB, and then we sell further down. And just continue that or not. Oh, how did I miss this? That's interesting. It's a valid trade. So we have, well, maybe yeah, I know why because I was busy. So we have Gandalf, of course. We have a little one down here. So with CST, the OB, we've gone up, come down. So we need a type 2 or a BIS card. We have a type 2. Invalidation is here. TP is there. And I don't think this one. 2 entries, one would go off at this is less than 1-to-1, of course. Is 1-to-1 because this is the original. For this, we don't like FEG, so we'll put this above the FEG. This is close above, this is invalidation. At the end of this day, actually I should think of that because at the end of this day, this is like 2 hours to go. Chances are price will run up here slow. So you can put the FEG, but if this is invalidation, they close above here, then this is it. This is a trade. Okay, so market opens. It's lost because I wanted to buy this desperately. Buy. I was waiting for it. I was praying for it. We had also what? This. So I was like, DDDM level, please touch this here, touch this and make a CST, and the CST happens here. So the rule is you close this one at 1-to-1. We can't get 1-to-1. You close it off at the next M level. We open. We're not targeting this M. We're targeting this now because it has to go over. Even though if we had the next, because if you come back to it, this is not profit. So this level, that's what is happening. Almost lost here, and you have to close if it hits down there or not. Actually, there's no, wait a minute, what's the word? So this is the target, yeah, DM. So this remains. Actually, you can't do anything. There's no rule to say do anything. This was just a crazy trade. Actually, this was just a very crazy trade to hold. It have pissed me off a lot. Let me explain again. CST, if this was an hour, because we have a DM level, this shot holds. So if you enter this trade at this time, this is the trade, this is a shot, this is the trade. When I wake up, I cannot close it here. This trade is going up here because you're doing TPSL. This is a TP. This point. When I see this, I'll be very happy. Why? Because DM, nothing confirmed on the DM to hard. On this day, it went up. I wanted this desperately, even on the second on Wednesday. Give me an OB here. Just died. So there is no reason to close this trade. As painful as it was to hold, there's no justification. You cannot close it here because it's not a DP. So TPSL. Oh wow. But I couldn't be in that trade, and I didn't see it in time. Type 2, let us say beats card. It's a continuation. This is a sell. This is 1.79, 34.61. card was very annoying this week. Okay. So because of this ended it, so I'll be adding like trade one, so that I would put it there as the trades that I took on the 30-day challenge. So on Monday, so this was gold on Monday, really lovely curve. This on Sunday and Monday, oh my bad. This, I was expecting this, we tapped into this and I fucked this up because I saw this. Oh, we need to turn this on. Not you. So I need to do this again. And 2, 3, 4. Oh, it's interesting. I removed the, because I removed the check, so I'll not start trading before this price comes back again here. So taps into this DM completed, because I remember it was a 1 hour and I think I should have taken it, but I felt like I wanted something better. But It will have been a 2 hour actually. Because that's the IE, that's the annoyance that I forgot. But that's on me. And then we have this, because this previously valid. This is a CST. Okay, so we have this taps into its CST because this is a new date happened on this day. CST here. I was awake when, well, of course I cannot trade, but I was awake at 3 o'clock at this time. Now I say I can trade even if I didn't buy this. This CST happened here. The best I could have done is, let's say this, and it still comes here. Stop is below here. You don't want to close below there. Max there. TP. Yeah. And this is a 1 hour. God, I feel so silly because I'm thick, of course, but why? This will be 2 trades. 1 trade at 1 to 1. It's a 1 to 1 hour trade. Close everything. Didn't eat here. I'll eat here. So it'll have been a, it'll have been good. It'll have been good. CST long. Oh, that was lovely. 31.07, 32, 34. Feels fair. Just fear and fatigue. Because I saw it, but I didn't like it. I talked myself out of it, but there was nothing about it that said do not buy or do not engage in it. So we have to move faster. We're back here. This was the trade that missed us. It's already gone. You have to because I still have trades running, but it doesn't matter. Yes. So they still have lock on them. Okay, let's just remove this one because we need those. We put them there for a reason. Otherwise, let's remove everything. Doesn't matter. So we start again on Tuesday. The rule is simple. We came here. I'm not looking back. Maybe I'll miss a trade. Maybe not hold me. CST of this short. CST of this short here. I don't know if it played out. I can't remember. What we got here? Did we have any? Just to be sure that it's both. Because I said I have in both. Because okay, both. We got here nothing special. Wait a minute. That might be MIP. I think I like it. It feels less because I know what I'm tracking. Well, hopefully. Oh, I'm so used to that, but we'll see because of this. Because as well as I could reduce the size of that, and I can still see. So OB also has an arrow. Nothing special. This is a box, so unless we close above this and then CST down, do nothing for GU and just went down. So yeah, I'll have been happy on this fella. This will have 1 year, and this I don't know if I will have waited for it to come back, but we'll see how far it goes. We'll let out now. So this happened, didn't do anything very painful. So this is old, so do nothing. Taking it back, we come to Euro. I think I'm about to see. I think EJ was the first trade. So Euro, Um, anything interesting? Nothing. We have this guy, Wixit. Okay, this yoga trade I couldn't take, even though I believe it won. So that is the OB, right? So we're playing a type 2. So now OB type 2. I wanted this. If it gave. So touch this CST and die. Instead, it didn't. Or make an OB here, CST. Instantly it did this. This was the CST of this guy. This would have been the trade if I wanted to take it. But then this is less than, in this instance, most likely I will take it from here. I will not wait for it to go down. But if it goes up, this is the trade. This was 0.5. This is like, for me, I just felt like it's not worth it. It's not worth the stress. And one, but I was like, nah, I'm not. This didn't sound convincing to me. This is not the trade I want to take. This is 0.5. I don't like it. So I did not. I wanted something that was close to 1. Something that, okay, if I reduced, so let's say this is the SL, this didn't come into it. This is, let's say this is a Gandalf. This is the best. This is the best SL I could use. Yes, it's sexy now, but it wasn't very appealing then. It wasn't very appealing. So I saw this, but I didn't take it. And for me, just it's one of the things that I'm hoping to go to learn in this space, to look at the trade and be like, this is not valid enough, because my stop, if it's here, this is the OP, this is a Gandalf inside. I would put it for the sake of my mind, I'll put it maybe here, even if I don't put it here. It's an FEG, this can happen, price can get here, maybe as of today, because this is a close above this is the invalidation. So minimum I'll be there. Minimum 0.7 hour. It's nice, but I really don't want to do anything less than 1 hour unless I'm expanding the SL because of fear or something. So let's say I would add this trade if this is a normal SL. That is it. Not here, not this highs. Yeah, because it's happening. This expansion down, it's a Gandalf. So it's like a beast card entry. Of course, without the confirmation, I'm not looking through time because you sell it here. Beast card was the first CST here. Sell, and it should expand up. But so if it was beast card entry, you cannot wait for retracement. But if you do, stop there. You should take out this expansion. Okay, so this is it. This is less than 1 hour, and I'm pushing it to this other side because I prefer even this or even middle. So I don't want to. I don't want to. I don't want to hard it. 0.7 now. So this was the 1st of July. I think this is going to an end. Okay, spend too much time there, but that's the thing now. My Excel is good, and I saw this in real time. Why didn't I buy this or leave my limit? Two things. When this confirmation was coming back, I felt like this M level, I put on top. I didn't want to buy the limit until I saw what was happening. So I was telling Barnabas, my friend, because I was like, if you're going to do 30 trades stuff, you have to take perfect trades, not when I mean perfect, like you have to be very certain. No, oh, I could have was so when I saw this was happening and price came in because I was looking at it because I didn't set a limit. I was like, wait a minute. Price came here and weak. I was contemplating it. Came back again. I was like, this is yes, it's previous hour, but it's happening below it. It's not happening at the M level. This M level is below it or is above it, like kind of like this is below this guy. So coming down here is like on this day, we're not having this setup playing out here. We're not coming back to an entry. We're not forming it. It's already formed. We're just coming to pick an old order that we didn't get. It's a limit. I'm allowed to leave limits. But I was leaving this limit because this was a good trade. And I put a limit there. Where will I put? This is where I'm supposed to put this normally because we didn't close below this. No FEG inside. Things can still come here. A part of me might say that I thought about will I put it there and target here? I don't think so. I don't believe so. So if I put this limit, it's going to be there or here because it's also this is my first. This is the last one. I cannot put it down there. So that's just fair. Best is maybe here. All right, 3R. From 4R to 3R. It's not a problem. This will have lost. But on the day, it's like I said, like this expansion form, this was the OB. The OB also formed on the previous OB. We did not confirm it until here, at least for this expansion. And I was like, no, you know what? I'm not going to take this. And I didn't feel bad because I felt like if this, so let's say this blue line was even here, and I'll take it because we are coming back to an old level. So because we'll still see a trade that I took a limit that I left alone, but we will see the difference. So let's just put this here. Let's see. So for this trade, that was Tuesday. We'll go back. Spending a lot of time here. But that's the ability to be able to back test now. So this was Monday. This was AUD. So this was where I felt like I was it this place? Let's just see. It doesn't matter. Okay, maybe not. So there was this. There's another place that I was a little bit. I don't have this as a trade, but just to confirm the trades that I have. Excuse me. We had the EJ. Well, I didn't. So this was very interesting. But why did I consider this expansion? It was based on where it was coming from. It was occurring. So even though we had this expansion that started here, I felt like it was above the M levels. So what am I trying to say? If it was an expansion, we had confirmed it. It should have been a buy here. Maybe it won, maybe it didn't win. To put it here, FEG. FEG. This would have been maybe my best place to put it. Target that. I don't know if it got there or not. Let's see. No, it did not. This is a normal trade. There is no invalidation. It just holds and will have lost. Oh, interesting that this didn't lose on. It will have lost yesterday. Oh, it didn't even lose it. Yeah. Imagine that. It should not have lost. But what's the meaning of this? This is fair and this is less than. It's like FEG, FEG, FEG. So Coming back here. What am I trying to say? Because I don't want to take what was in my mind. I was like, this type 2, yes, is a type 2. One, I don't like it. Two, it's occurring not within the hem levels. It's occurring high up. And yes, there's this OB for it. It's a previous trade. It's a previous trade that, yes, I want this, but because it tapped, oh, it didn't tap it, so not never. So it didn't even tap this to confirm to me that, that's why it says TC. That's why I always go to zoom in. It didn't tap this this D level to say, okay, we are going up. So be very desperate for it. It did not allow positive. So I was just like, nah. If this had happened low here, okay, I can use it. But it's happening up. It didn't touch that. Give me a CST here, an OB, and then I'll buy. So on Tuesday, no trade, as we can see. And then on EJ, we had a trade. So on EJ, because I could have bought for this. I was telling Barnabas why. This trade was here on this M line. This OB confirms it here. Of course, the OB for this Tuesday trade was here. And this trade was a really big test of character. We had this type 2, because even though this is a green card, looks like a green doji, it's just a type 2. Fair enough. If a CSD happens here, which it did first, someone would say buy and target this. But why? It's just like the thing I explained in Euro. Yeah. Was it Euro trade? Yeah. I think that's why I left this. This year is also what I explained in Euro. As nice as it is, this confirmation is below our daily hem now. If daily hem was close, so it's like this is a daily one. Let's come back to UG. This is the one for the day. Yeah, this is below it. Even though it's confirming, this is an old me buying it. It makes sense, but no, it doesn't, because previous day has to be within the line. So this rule, in case anyone is wondering. Previous day hour valid around the first four. So is it valid around? Is it a T1, T2? Yes, it is. Is it falling around M? Yes, it formed around here, but is it relatively to this? Is it forming? No, it's forming below it. So price can keep expanding down. I don't know. Is it forming around DDA? No. So leave it alone. Previous hourly value trade around? No. So I left it alone. But what got confirmed? So I watched it in hour. And once this confirmed, I bought this. I didn't even wait for it to. Where was it? Where was my stop? This is a Gandalf. Right? So I was like, okay, this is a Gandalf. This has no bottom wick. I don't want to put it here because it has no bottom. This is for space. It would have taken me out. I was like, all right, this is also very big. This is a big OB or big candle. This is 50% of it. Price can come to 50% of it. What is below the 50%? There. Additionally, I didn't like, because these are not opened, of course. So when I was entering this trade, price was like this. I didn't know anything. I just, okay, 50% of this is below it. I was bothered because it's possible the next day. So I told my friend that I don't like this, but this was a trade that was valid that I took. Took it, target. Yeah. All there. Yeah, it's good. And I was like, oh my god, I had to take it. Of course, it played out. When I woke up and I saw this, I was so concerned because I was like, oh, I don't like. Price can tap this because it's TM. Tap this. This is still possible. For the next 30 days, so Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, until Friday, should get here. No. And this trade took everything. It's arranged and arranged and arranged and arranged, and one of policy, I believe, down in NFP. So 3 days to, there was no reason I couldn't close it at this high because there's nothing selected to close it here. I couldn't close it at this high because this is only DPs and DDs that we close here. Just let it on. And it doesn't even confirming any trade, so it didn't confirm a short here because it's an OB, nothing. It doesn't confirm any long, so it's just stuck in limbo. But it made it up. And oh my god, this before it 1 year, it was just crazy. But worth it. So 1.87. I spent so much time talking. I was right. T30. T30 means it's one of the trades that I'm taking on my 30 trades in a row. Hopefully I don't fail, so I don't restart. 51. Okay. So yeah, NFP was on Thursday. So we have Tuesday. We can deliver. So UCAD just dribbled. So UCAD, this will have been a winner, like we said, on Monday straight, but that's just, that was interesting. Funny enough, it was just the rules. It worked well with the rules. So, but on Monday, I couldn't make the analysis. Part of me not have taken it. I would have over complicated it. So on Tuesday, I needed this, didn't give. I know it didn't give. Really did not. We know it just went up. This was the OB, didn't do anything special. So I think there was a shot on gold. So on gold, this was Sunday, nothing. We already took that trade. And then this went up. Previous day, ran into it. Tuesday, I was like, please don't come back. Please don't close below this. And then it did. Because we need. And I was like, wow, I didn't like it. But I like the way I managed this trade. So I was like, there was a candle on it. Of course, we did a CST. This was a type 1. We already, of course, you could go back. But once you close below, the rule is clear. Oh my God, I don't have it here. I have to do this. And then we had extra rules that I just said. So. And then come back to H1 and then open this up. I like the fact that this is simple, but we have to because I kept forgetting. Then we can do this, and then we can do this, and we can. So if we open this back up, for DMs, DD, and DPs, I realized that if you reclaim on the same hour, buy or sell, you buy the first sell. It's an old one, only re-enter if you close the candle that went first into it. So, old DDN only re-enter if we close the candle that went first. Oh my God. This was avoidable. This was avoidable. So this was the first candle that went into it. We closed in until we closed below this, do nothing on the same day. Done. I should have avoided it. See, I will fail to close. But what did I do? And it's okay because I thought the rule was because we were still on this day, we CST this and then we closed back below this line. And let's forget DD line or stuff. So this will be here. And this was the stop. What is the rule? And I was like, do not close because there's a node. I was like, do not close back above this. Once this happened, after this closed, I closed the trade here. Done. So that was a loss. It was less than, and the stop was not here. It was very big. So it was we went from 29. Let's see. So it's 0.3 loss. So we close it here. All right. Okay. Even though does that break it? No. It's still a valid 30 trade because I didn't see this rule. I didn't know that was a rule. I know that once we close, so I was following. You see, we claim on the same hour buy or sell the first close. So once this close happened, it was happening. You didn't see that old DP only were entitled to close the candle that entered it. So this was the candle that entered it, not this one. So we have the CST of this guy. I could have sworn that it's closed below. Crazy. But close it down. That's 0. What do we call it again? Let's say 0.4 loss. It's 72. It's just an error. It's not. It's supposed to be 2 now, but I know that. Yes, that's 0.8. And this is what's it called again? This is a T. T30. Looking good. Okay. And then we come to Wednesday. So we have Tuesday, we started here. On Wednesday, and this is what I'm saying, the difference. See how this, made this, only made it more for DP. See how one candle, so let's say when this was happening, close this, so even though it was above it, but this candle is significant. So we have this OB for this previous day is significant. So this was here. This was, let's say, so if you allow the CST of this and continued up and bounce back, and then we can buy for this previous and have 2 entries. You see the difference? This OB is significant in an expansion that is also for this current day. And it just went down here. I wanted to buy. This has been the trade I've been in. It's been a disaster. Oh, jeez. So we went there. I was like, okay, we closed below it. The rule is, we didn't. If we close below it, we buy the first and golfing back. We did not. It just looks like it because okay, and kept looking. I wanted us to create a red candle, but instead we did not. We just went up CST base, and I was like, wow, I need just create one, and this was it. I was like, okay, we might stop there. So because of the way it fell, stop is okay here, or below this guy. Invalidation close below this, so fair enough. Um, and target, of course, this has not worked. This is still ongoing. Believe me, it's still ongoing. Why? Because this is on the third day we close, because on the third day we have to close everything because that's what we've done previously. So this heat, I wasn't awake yet, woke up, I think it hit that again, and then close. So is that close 1 hour? I think it didn't go to 1 hour eventually. Close 1 hour or close one at this point. I believe it got to 1 hour eventually. Not, but that doesn't matter. So the trade is still ongoing. We already closed at 1 hour. Yeah. But I'm still concerned that we'll still touch this. Of course, we came back to touch it because it's important to always note this. Very important. What's it called again? This, I don't know if it's happened on the day because I know I have to buy again. Yes, it did. So previous day. So it was really annoying me. But DDM formed, we didn't also have an opportunity to sell. We could have only sold this, but this is a like a type 1 happening previous day. It's not happening. So even though to use it, it's not the previous hour candle that is happening on this day. I will show us on when we get to Thursday. So this is still happening. But this is not the truth. It's supposed to close on Friday, and another feed it closed. It's just a mess. But we'll just put this here for. Oh, this is Wednesday. So I don't know. Monday will determine how it plays out because there's no rule. This is the highest I've held the trade without it losing or winning. I don't know. Third day is always it's a level, but maybe because there was no volume, New York volume on Friday because of the 4th of July. So this is still ongoing. This is the longest. I don't know. I don't have a protocol for it. And it's also a T. It's also a T30 trade. So okay. And we go on. So we come to this has come, but I did the same thing. So this was Wednesday. Let me see that this will have one. So on Wednesday we had this guy, right? We had this low, this type 2, which I'm going to buy desperately from here, but no. OB, CST, so OB, CST, expand down, no FEG. So close above, we are back in business. It's closed above here. I left the limit here. It comes back to this as very, very important. And I think that was a trade like this. TP should be here because this is a candle. And target was going to be here. Why did I leave this for Wednesday? When it picked. The difference between this is that, I said when this happened, this entry happened, it was below this hem without any formation. When this happened, these had not formed an OB. So let's see. Of course, I wanted to delete this order, and I was asking my friend, and I was like, do I leave trade limits? Yes, I do. But the reason why I left this was because this expansion, this previous expansion of the previous day was even below this, was below this hem. So unlike here whereby this hem was above it, this was above it, like this. So it was like a tap into this. Additionally, we had not had any expansion of our setup for today, because why? This OB didn't touch this, so I was like, okay, that's fine. Should I have deleted it? I think so. I think I'll pay less attention to previous days. It's very tricky. If it's happening below, then I'll delete it. This was a loss. It was a pure loss. There's nothing you could do. 1 hour. Because I've seen that previously is not consistent. That's 27. NFT. Unless it's like let everything. If the limit, if it's it has to be a limit that will pick the next day at below this, just leave it and walk away. It's not the most important. So we have to remove this. We have AU. AU was a loss, I believe. So we have this expansion OB. We confirmed this on this. We came back here. This I left. There's a reason I left it. I should have gotten in here. Additionally, if I used this idea when we were confirming this, when this was happening, when this was touching it, you see, it wicked into the OB of our trade. So this OB for these two trades wicked into this. So I agreed with this, even though this missed me by, I put my entry here initially, so it missed me by a few pips, and I was going to buy that already on the previous day. This I didn't like, and I didn't like this FEGs. It bothered me. This trade really bothered me. I didn't like it, and I moved my stop here because I didn't like these FEGs. That should have been where I should put it. But I believe this trade lost. It was too late. I think I put them here. And those later I saw I could have put them there. But either way, as when this trade was happening, this was the trade. I didn't know this was, and I knew about NFP on NFP data. We thought it was the next week. So there was a loss. There was a pure loss. This is just But I understand it's at an FPG EDD at it's okay. Life happens. -1. Like this, I don't want to be using too many stuff out of fair and other stuff. Like, yes, this is an FPG. We've tapped into it. You've CST it. This is the best place I could put it because it's the next D level. Okay, we're close below, so that is the trade actually. This is the best place I could put it. Oh yes, it's another FPG. I cannot move it below the FPG, just doesn't take the trade. Simple. Painful, yes, but it is what it is. 2013. Also MFP. Also 2013. UJ on Wednesday, there was no trade. Oh, you card, you bastard. On Wednesday, missed, no trade. Came down, no trade. This Wednesday. Oh, okay, yes. See, another previous. So we had this expansion. I wanted this, but this happened. So this guy didn't touch here. So as much as I want to buy and sell this, I cannot. Also, there was no trade here. So Wednesday was just inside, didn't touch anything, no trade. So Thursday. So this is Wednesday. This is Thursday. On Thursday, we had this again. That was to buy on it. I wanted this desperate to put it so I can sell towards here. On a day like this, this is not the top TP. This is a TP. You have to play DM. So do not touch this. Bought this instead. Target. This was a 1-to-1 egg on the dot. Because I think I used this. Oh, doesn't matter. It was there. So that is the target. On Thursday, 2 entries to close 1 year. On Friday. On this feed, it didn't get there. So just so close, and now you enjoy them. So I have to snap this because Geo CST. We don't know yet. Hopefully, I was almost about to write loss. So come on, please don't lose. And this is also part of so all the trades and spot are all part. Thursday we didn't have this Euro. We had on Thursday, so this was Wednesday. Euro was the weakest. Actually, we didn't move this. We don't need it. So on Wednesday, this all happened, and then Thursday started. So this was previous day. So this is Thursday. CST until CST this no NFP just went down. There was no trade actually. And then this was possible. On AUD on Thursday there was this trade. This was the trade we already confirmed this. On AUD I goofed 2 times. So and that's why I said like this was above, so this is within this. So previous day CST that touched this. So I was like, okay, previous day, but now I saw it. Oh no, this expansion that started for today, it's like, and that's why I was saying my error. or what I think I should have done is waited for this or its own, so I could have avoided this. It's valid, but henceforth, if there is type 2, type 2, type 2, it's an OB to them. I was saying unlike, where was it? Was it also on this AUD? This is Monday. Type 2, I think. Was it Monday? So yeah, unlike this one, whereby type 2, type 2, the CSD confirmed the CSD confirmed the CS of the type 2. So this trade, both of them, even as a type 2, were confirmed. Yeah, both of them. This, of course, I was already in one trade, so I wanted to buy this, so I bought this first because of this guy. And I was targeting this, so like, nah, don't stop solo. So yeah, no, don't. It's valid, but it's not worth it. It's better to miss it, but to have a better confirmation. So the trade will have been the second I took. So either this, so either you take this one trade, so this type 2, this CSD, no trade yet. Until you close above this, then there's a trade. Or, okay, these are the expansion through the OB, buy this. So there's one trade, two trades, three trades. So I took only the first one. And this is the least probability one, because even if you had closed above this, yeah. So if you close it, even close above without weakening enough trust. But it's valid. It is valid, as valid can be. It is very valid. It's just not highest quality. And then we then have this guy, and this is the one that I'm still in. And I think this was this, but DM, that means this is possible. So because I don't know where that's going to open, and this is happening inside an FVG, I believe I put it there. I hope so. So this candle is still holding price. If you get to send it off, and that is for Friday. Oh no, that is for Thursday, because it's still happening there. So guess that's another trade that I had to enter. Oh wait, so you see the Gandalf, and that's why it's below, and it's not here. This can still go down. I don't know where it is, and then there is this FVG to the left that is visible that they keep tapping. So they've tapped into this, rejected, tapped into it. So I was going to protect myself. And this is still ongoing and a massive drawdown. Actually, these are type 2s. But the difference is that this type 2 on Friday, because there's a rule for type 2. I can close type 2s early, I know. At the original hem. So if you start a type 2, the TP has changed now. So TP has changed now. On the next day, so on Friday, this is now the TP. So I need to copy this and put this here. So this has changed now for Friday. This is original, so this is what it's like now. Oh, because it will not eat then, so copy. It's not going to eat unless there was earnings. There wasn't. I and this is Thursday. And yeah, so EJ Thursday went up nothing because it just won. Didn't eat anything. Did nothing. UCAD was just So there's something that was this. When I first opened the trade, the TP was here. Later it changed here. This will have lost, or I'll be massive. I think it lost, or not, or massive drawdown. So this was a trade. I didn't like the fact that there were FPGs above and it's telling them because I'm seeing even with the AED losses that there's a way of reference. But we saw this. If this had peaked here, which it did, and that's why I said that this is the trade. So this it peaked it. Once it comes back, because I use 50% of it. This is the trade. First, this level is the trade. This this was what I said initially, and then later I came to the chat about Katrina said it's a bug, so log in. But this is the most important, and so we used this. So it was 0.7. Also, not the best squad I can. This is very important. That piece of information is important. That this, if I'd seen this stuff, I'll have not taken it because this is a trade. It's less than 1 hour, no matter where I put it. So let it go. No, we closed. It was here. It was original. There's some evidence for it. It was there. Whole thing. Right. So this was 0.73. Because it will have lost if it was Pittsburgh or not. Put it up because yeah. No, it will not have because it is a it's not a type 2. Type 2 is the one that if it was type 2 then it will have won it because we'll have had to close here again. Which is telling considering that this was it. And see how painful, see how close it came, of course. Of course also there was also this NW, which Panama was just unsure of it would be. So on Thursday there was nothing special here. On Friday, this refused to close, it was painful. Also on Thursday there was a trade I took and it's still ongoing. So there was this guy. So there is this type 1 or B closed above, and then I bought the open because there's a very big one. The open was 50%, was less than 50%, and then I bought the open of the 2 bar. SL was there, and this is a type 1, so it was here. Because of the way this is still ongoing technically, but it won already on my Exness, but I don't know why. It eats there, but this feed did not eat. on this feed, but on the feed that I use for my personal broker, it eats. But it makes sense because if you come to this was on forex.com, this didn't eat, but oh wow, this has changed again. Oh my word, lots of stuff are changing. I could have sworn that it eats it. Or was it a wonder? Wow, madness. I could have sworn that I saw it eat forex.com. I could have sworn. Wow. Changes are happening. There's a bug, yes, she's right. There's a bug. It doesn't matter. So flatten it. Come back here. So there's still this long that is ongoing. Type 1, not the best, not high quality at all. And that was on Thursday too. So this is GU Type 1 11 long. So that is happening. Well, everything is, to be honest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, and then Friday. And then let's see. GU, nothing. But this didn't confirm above. This didn't touch this, so no trade. Euro was close, didn't close. This didn't touch it. I don't know. Let me see if that feed has. No, they did not. Just a top week, no top week. So closed about nothing. Couldn't send it down. AUD. We have this. We have this. Unless we closed above this, which doesn't matter now. It's just going to be either a straight loss. So I'll just close everything, delete everything, because million AUD is heading to a loss or something on EU. Unless we open here and then we have, so I'll leave this alone. And the fact that this still exists, and delete everything else. So on Euro, there should just be two diagrams. It says it's 5, star. It says 3, and there's that should be 2. So we can still, this is still possible. Price can still dump, so I'll not be surprised if it dump. But also I'll leave this because price can still close above it in reference to previous day. So let's leave it alone. GU, yes, it's a mess. It's just a mess. We only have this. We can do nothing unless we close above that. So we don't really need this join. We don't need any join. We just need this alerts. Yeah. That's EJ. We had this because it peaked. So this was what I was saying. Type 2 didn't confirm type 2, but this is its OB. Fair enough. You can trust it. Because the first one, this is oh, I don't like this. Oh. So first one, this is two setup. First expansion into it, OB did not confirm. Second expansion is also a type 2, OB did not confirm. This confirmed by, what is the rule for type 2? So we have to write that. But I'm still expecting this, so I was bullish because of this guy, even though part of me is afraid this. I have to write it. T2. So now this. So I don't like the fact that we have two type 2s and we didn't confirm this or we didn't close about it, but like I said, no volume. So here we are. This is not the trade. SL TP has changed here for Friday. So EJ type 2 and 11, and then this is still ongoing, and then we have this and this and this and this. Okay, so this is very. I'm not so hopeful of this, to be honest. I'm not so hopeful on it, but we'll see. U card Friday, nothing. Oh, that was this. This is the first expansion of Type 2, but it happened above Windham OB. So even this U card has not lost. If you are considering it as a trade, like to get here, original one. So we'll see. But this was confusing. So I don't know this trade. I'll just put it here. I'll remove everything, but I'll just put that there. And then gold as this short position on here. And I forgot to delete my limit. I wanted to put it here, but then I was like, Gandalf. So let's put it here. That's better. TP, because it's a type, but of course. Yeah. I'm not hopeful at all on this trade. I don't think gold is that bearish. And also, if gold is bearish and losing, that means that means all these guys also are losing. So that's not good, but it is what it is. I didn't do this. Lots of things can happen on this weekend. War, Trump. So it could peak, it could gap up, it could do a lot of things. I wish I trusted, but it is what it is. So yeah. Not a lot of sells this week. So you see, you had very calm past 3 days, just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 trades, 8, 10, and then all of a sudden so much trades. My friend was like, wow. And that trade, my accountability partner, because probably is 30. It's also 30 for everything. Once we get to number 30, we'll stop one. So how many? 12 trades. So 18 more. I hope I'll get them all this week or next week. I think before the end of next week I will be done. So yeah, another not so 17, because I missed 1 or 2 trades which should have been added. For example, this one. I'm feeling 1 or 2 of these trades I didn't take them. Well, let's see, 12 trades because I know the number. I have 11 trades here. There's a trade that is here that is not supposed to be. So let's just look. Gold, yes. GU, yes. EU, yes. AU. Yes. I have a feeling there's a trade I've added. I'll find out off camera. All right, so that's it.